Yesterday's lecture was very basic. It was for the people who don't know anything about data, the people who don't know anything about IT, right? It was for the people who are switching their career from non-IT field to IT field. So we cover all the important aspects of data and BI tool, etc., etc. From today, we are starting Power BI. Okay, so today also we'll be covering theory part, and if we have time, then we'll also see how to add tables inside Power BI. Okay, so we'll also start practical stuff from today if we have time. Otherwise, at least we'll cover the complete theory part of Power BI. And from tomorrow, we can start proper Power Query. Okay, so yeah, we saw there are three ways to use Power BI. One is Power BI Desktop. Second one is Power BI Service. Third one is Power BI Mobile. Power BI Desktop is nothing but a tool which we install in our laptop or computer, right? That means what? It is offline tool. And from where you can install this, I recommend you to install this from Microsoft Store. If you're running an older version of Windows, then I'll recommend you to, you'll not have, if you're running old version of Windows, then you will not have this store. Then you can install from website, or if your store is locked from your office, you can install from website. Okay. What is the requirement to install Power BI Desktop? There is only one requirement, that you should have a Windows OS. You should have a Windows operating system. If you have Windows operating system, then you can install Power BI easily and you can work in Power BI easily. If you don't have Windows, if you have MacBook, then you need to install Windows inside the MacBook, and then you need to install Power BI Desktop. What is the second requirement? Second requirement is you should have at least 4 GB of RAM to open Power BI. If you have less than 4 GB of RAM, Power BI will not at all open. It requires at least 4 GB of RAM. But I'll recommend you should have at least 8 GB of RAM. Then you can see Power BI will work normally. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time to load, right? So I'll recommend at least you should have 8 GB of RAM. My laptop has 16 GB, but still you will see it lacks sometime. Okay. So this is what these are the two requirements for installing Power BI Desktop. What we do in Power BI Desktop, we take the data and we convert the data into reports. So basically, we build report in Power BI Desktop. That is what the role of Power BI Desktop is. Now we have a report which is offline. That means it is locally stored. So we need to publish this Power report inside cloud, and cloud is nothing but Power BI service. Okay, what we do in Power BI service, we save our report, we share our report, and we perform some security operation, right? We perform some refresh operation, all the stuff which is after a report building, the maintenance part we do in Power BI service. So Power BI service is a cloud. So what is the requirement for having Power BI service? We require work email address. Work email address. So what do you mean by work email address? @biacademy.in, right? @provisualers.com. This is what work email address is. I know you guys don't have work email address, so I'll teach you how to convert your Outlook account into work email address. Okay, in future. Not now. We'll see this during the Power BI service topic. Not now, but I'll recommend everyone to have a Outlook account. If you guys don't have any Outlook account, then please create one Outlook account so that we can convert that Outlook account into work email address. Last thing is Power BI mobile. It is only for viewing purpose. It is like your mobile phone, because in Power BI Desktop, your reports are like this, right? So if you directly if you want to see your report inside mobile, you can see it easily. It will look like this, right? This screen will be empty. This screen will be black. This screen will be black. Here you will see your report. It is only for viewing purpose. It's just you can view, or else you can just portrait it or landscape karenge. That time you can see it in a full screen. But if you wanted to have a full screen mode, then what we do is in Power BI Desktop, you convert your report into mobile view. So when you convert your report into mobile view, that time your entire screen will get captured by the report. So it will not be a half screen wala report. It will be full screen wala report. So I'll also teach you how to convert your report into mobile view. Okay. So these are the three things we'll be learning in our training. One is Power BI Desktop in depth, Power BI service, and Power BI mobile as well. Okay. Let's go to Power BI license. So this is a question which is normally or generally asked to me, that Akshay, what is the license, or what are the requirement to have the Power BI thing, right? So it is free, or it is paid, or how to start, right? What is the charges, etc., etc. So Power BI, we can say Power BI Desktop, short form Power BI is PBI. right? So in future, I'll only write PBI. PBI means Power BI. So Power BI desktop is completely free. Anyone can use it for free. That means you can create report for absolutely free. There is no charge to create report. Only when you need to take the license, when you need to share your report. Suppose, let's take an example. Right, Priyanka is there. So Priyanka have created a report, and now Priyanka wanted to share the report with me. So that time Priyanka should have a license, right? What are this license? We'll see right now. But yeah, only for sharing the report, we require to have a license. Otherwise, there is no requirement of license. So we saw Power BI Desktop is completely free, but Power BI service comes with free and paid plan both. In free, you can only save your report. In paid version, you can share your report. So we didn't create the report to save, right? We create the report to share with the client. And that's the reason where you need to pay. Okay, let's see what are the different plans available in Power BI service. So these are the licenses available in Power BI service, not in Power BI Desktop, not in Power BI Mobile. Okay, so there are 3 licenses. One is free license. What we can do in free, that means what? $0, ₹0. What you can do for free, you can save your work, or you can save your reports. That's it. So you create your report in Power BI Desktop. You create your report in Power BI Desktop. Now, if you save your report in your Power BI Desktop only, in your local laptop only, it might get deleted mistakenly, or else if your laptop is not working, then your report will be of no use, right? So that's why what we do is we share or we save our report into cloud, so that anytime, from anywhere, you can access that report. So that you can do for free. Okay. Then we have second plan, that is Pro plan, and Pro plan is for $10 per user per month. That means one user can purchase this Pro license for $10 for 1 month. Okay. If you're Indian, so for Indian, we have a discount, and the discount is 750 rupees per user per month. That is what we have a discount, 750 rupees per user per month. What you can do for Pro license? Of course, you can save the report, and along with saving, you can share your report. You can perform some security features, security operation. You can set up a refresh, etc., etc. So you can do majority of all the things inside Pro license, which is for $10 or 750 rupees. Third license is premium license. Last time when I saw, it was $20 or $25. Let's say it is $25 per user per month. For Indians, it is 1,500 rupees per user per month. Again, we have a discount here. And what we can do in premium, we can do whatever Pro license does. Sab kuch kar sakte hai. Along with Pro things, you can perform some AI operations on it, like AI features. You can perform deployment pipeline. We'll discuss about deployment pipeline during Power BI service topic. But it is like seeing a real-time operation, that what a developer does, what a tester does, and what we do in production environment. So this is called deployment pipeline, but we'll see it in detail during Power BI service topic. Okay. So along with deployment pipeline, you can save huge reports. Huge reports like what? For free license and for Pro license, there is a limit of 1 GB data. So your reports can't be bigger than 1 GB. Your reports have a limit of 1 GB. Okay, we'll discuss about this in detail during Power BI service topic, because during Power BI service only we will be looking for the license. Just giving a glimpse that in free license and in Pro license both, we have a limit of 1 GB of data. Suppose if you have a data set which is bigger than 1 GB, suppose you have a data set of 50 GB or 70 GB or something which is bigger than that. So that time you need to have a premium license, because premium license have a limit of 100 GB data set, right? So 100 GB is also huge. It is way huge, right? If you have like millions of records, then also it will not exceed from more than 2-3 MB. So GBs are huge. So Power BI support, if you have a bigger file, like in 50, 60, 70, 80 or 100 GB, you should go for premium license. But if you have a smaller file within 1 GB, either you can go for free license or Pro license. Okay, I'll teach you how to activate your free license, how to activate Pro license for free, right? Because Power BI is that good that it gives you 60 days ka trial period to use Pro license for free. So for 60 days, you can use Pro license absolutely free. So itna bada dil hai Power BI ka that you can use Pro license for 60 days for free. And in 60 days, you can enjoy all the features of Pro license. Okay. So these are the three things. Any doubt in this? Or should we go ahead?
We are good to go.
Good. Okay, great. Let's go to the next topic, which is most asked topic. It is like, what is the difference between Power BI and Excel? It is like, I think it is like apple to orange comparison, because Power BI is a reporting tool. It is a BI tool, whereas Excel is a ETL tool, or else we can say it is a spreadsheet. So it is not a right comparison, but still people compare it because of two reasons. First reason is because both are Microsoft product. And second reason is because in Excel also you can create this charts. Okay, that's the reason people compare Excel with Power BI, but they have a huge difference. Let's see the difference. The first one is performance when you have huge data. So when you have huge data, Excel gets hanged. So I don't know, you must have observed this or not, but if you have 500, 600 MB of data also, and if you open that 500, 600 MB of file in Excel, your Excel will not support it. It will start getting hanged. But Power BI works very impressively, right? And we saw till 1 GB of data is supported for Pro license, till 100 GB of data is supported in premium license. So you can see Power BI works very smooth for this huge data as well. Talking about report interface, because Power BI is a BI tool, right? So it has a good user interface. We'll see when you will open Power BI desktop, you'll see everything is very neat and clean. It looks like proper interface. It has a proper interface where you can create reports. But Excel does not have any report interface. Excel has a spreadsheet, boxes, and you need to create report inside these boxes, right? Next is visuals. If you talk about visuals, then Excel have a limited charts, like only I think 10 charts are there, not more than that. Like in the same chart only we have a lot of different option of 3D, 2D, etc., but it have very less charts. But Power BI, if you remember yesterday we have discussed, there are 30 visuals available in as inbuilt. So we have 30 inbuilt visuals, and approximately 300 visuals are available in marketplace. Anyone remember what is marketplace? Can anyone tell me what is marketplace? Hello.
We can download or export the visuals from there, extra visuals.
Correct, Kumar. Correct, Kumara. You can download the visuals which are created by some third-party people, right? These are called fancy visuals, which are some different. They have some different looks. They have some different feels. They are more designer friendly, etc., But they are both paid and free, right? So you can download them, you can install them, and you can also create those custom visual inside Power BI. But this option is not available in any BI tool. Next is talking about insights. Data insights, trends, or we can say forecast. Everything is possible in Power BI, but these things are not possible in Excel. Talking about talking about sharing, Power BI and Excel, in both you can share, but in Excel we have a normal sharing, like from pen drive, from what do you say, from we only have an option of sharing through mail or pen drive or WhatsApp, etc. That means your entire file is getting shared. So you don't have any other option than sharing the entire file. But here we don't share the file. We have a file inside our laptop, but what we do is we publish our report inside Power BI service, and we share that report with the user. So user will not have the file. He will only have the report. So he can just see the report. And if you give the permission to that user to download the report, then only he can download it. Otherwise, that person can't download the report. He can only view the report on screen. So sharing file is different and sharing report is different. Sharing file means what? You are giving the entire file which you have created, where you have cleaned the data, where you have did the data modeling, where you have written the DAX formula, right? Where all the backend operation, that is proper file. Your Power BI file has an extension of PBIX, Power BI extension, like Excel have XLS. Similarly, it is PBIX, that is a proper file. We never ever share the PBIX file. It is stored with us. We even don't share with the managers and the team leaders unless and until they are asking with us. It is only there with the developers, because we only publish the report inside Power BI service. And from there, we are only sharing the report. That means we are only giving the access to other to see the report. And even if they download, they will not get the entire file. They will only get normal stuff. They will get the file, but there a lot of things will not be there. Like data set will not be there, right? They will not have DAX formula. They can't see all the minute things which you have done. So that is what sharing is there. So we have more security and all the stuff in Power BI, not in Excel. Talking about cost, Excel is absolutely free, right? But Power BI comes with 3 plans. We just saw this: free, pro, and premium. These are the only 3 plans available in Power BI. Okay, that's it about Power BI and Excel. Let's go to the next comparison, which is apple to apple comparison, because both are BI tool. Power BI is also a BI tool. Tableau is also a BI tool, and both are way popular BI tools, right? It is like neck to neck competition is there between both the tools. Power BI is new in this market. It is just 8 years old, whereas Tableau is from a lot of years. I don't remember the starting date of Tableau. If anyone knows when the Tableau started, please let me know. I forgot. But Tableau is like way बहुत पहले से it is in the market. So that's why there is a it has already acquired the huge market by Tableau. Okay, let's see the main comparison or main difference between them. So default charts, Power BI have 30 default charts, whereas Tableau have 24 default charts. Okay, next thing is Power BI have additional 300 plus charts available in marketplace, whereas Tableau doesn't have any marketplace. That means what? You need to work with only this 24 charts. You don't have any other option to download any other visuals. Okay, talking about data sources, Power BI can connect with 180 plus data sources, like what? Like Excel, CSV, PDF, SQL, Azure, you name anything, that option is available in Power BI. Every data source can be connected in Power BI, right? And this figure is increasing and increasing. But in Tableau, we have limitation of 77 plus data sources, where you can connect with Excel. I don't think so. They have an option of connecting CSV. They don't have any other option to connect a PDF as well. They have some Excel, SQL, and Azure, these files only. But here in Power BI, we have a lot of different data sources availability. Next is ETL tool. ETL tool, everyone know, that is a tool which helps you to clean the data. In Power BI, the ETL tool is inbuilt, which is known as Power Query. Remember? So Power Query is an ETL tool, which is an advanced form of Excel. Because it is an advanced form of Excel, so maximum all the functions, everything is similar to Excel. So even the interface is similar to Excel, right? So you will not feel that you are learning something new. It is quite similar. But in Tableau, there is no inbuilt. You need to download a third-party Tableau ETL tool. So there are a lot of different ETL tools, like Ultrex is there. Even Excel is also an ETL tool. Even Tableau has launched new ETL tool, but that ETL tool you need to download separately. It is not available inside Tableau, whereas Power Query is available inside Power BI. Okay, so that's what it is. Next is calculations. Suppose you want to write some formula. Why we are writing formula? Let's take an example that I have a product name. This is that cost price and this is their selling price. So let's say product name is A, cost price is 50 and selling price is 100. I want to know the profit. So I know the formula for profit is selling price minus cost price. When I write this formula, I should get a new column of profit and the answer should be 50. So this calculation is called as DAX. And we can say 70% of Excel formulas are similar to DAX. So if you have a basic understanding of Excel, if you know basic Excel functions, DAX will be very easy for you. If you don't know Excel formulas, no worries. We'll be discussing DAX in very advanced, like in very detail. We'll be having 12 hours. We'll be spending 12 hours just only learning DAX. So each and every formula will be covering. Not each and every formula, because in DAX we have approximately 400 plus formulas. We'll be covering approximately 60 to 70 formulas in DAX. Okay. And all the formulas will be important. So these are the DAX. Tableau have MDX, which is a little bit different from Excel. So here you need to learn a new separate language. It is like that. Next is visuals. Talking about visuals, because Power BI have this custom visuals, which is also known as the visuals available in marketplace, which are also known as custom visuals. That's why their visual quality is not that smooth like Tableau. They're improving day by day, but Tableau have a smooth visual quality because they have a strict 24 visuals. They don't have some other visuals. That's why they have a smooth interface. And second thing is, in Tableau, you can create one visual in one page. And then at the end, you merge all the visual inside one page like this. So suppose you are having 10 visuals in your one page. So you'll be creating 10 visual in 10 pages, one visual in one page, second visual in second page, third visual in third page. And then you combine all the visuals in a Tableau dashboard. That's why they are more smoother. But in Power BI, we don't have option like this. You can add one visual in one page or 100 visuals in one page, does not matter. Right? They have a full flexibility that you can add unlimited visuals in one page, unless and until it's fitting properly. Right? That is what it is. Next is cost. Power BI is less expensive, whereas Tableau is more expensive. Like, let's say its base plan start from $10 per user per month. And for Indians, it is 750 rupees. But for Tableau, their base plan start from $75 per user per month. You can see the difference. And they don't have any specialty for Indians. आपको $75 ही pay करना पड़ेगा. You need to pay $75 only, right? But here we have a special thing. As per the country, it's changed. They have a price parity as per country. So for Indians, it is 750 rupees. For other countries, it is much different. Okay, but in Tableau, there is no price parity. They only have a one option of $75 per user per month. Talking about free license, they have unlimited free license, right? You can use free license for unlimited days. There is no policy that it will get expired after 60 days, 70 days, 80 days. But here, they don't have free license. Okay, we have a trial license, and trial license is for 60 days. So you can use pro license for 60 days for free. They also have a trial license, but trial license is only for 14 days. After 14 days, you need to pay and get the $75 license, and then only you can work in Tableau. Otherwise, your account will be blocked. But here, if your trial license get expire, at least you can see your report and you will use a free version of Power BI. Because Tableau doesn't have any free version, so your account will be blocked, basically. So this is a major difference between Power BI and Tableau. Anyone have any doubt, or anyone wanted to add anything? Do we have any Tableau developers over here? Yeah.
I wanted to ask one thing. So like in Power BI, we have different pages. So there's no option to combine all those pages, like, right? Like we have in Tableau.
No, it is not like that. In one page, because why we have an option to combine all the pages in Tableau? Because in Tableau, in one page, we create only one visual, right? But in Power BI,
Yes,
there is
yes.
no such limit. In one page, you can add one visual, two visual, three visual, does not matter.
Yes,
So,
yes, I understood that. But so
yeah.
I was just asking if there is
No, there is no
any
option to it.
option. Oh, so
Yeah,
it is
Nazik,
like how we have various sheets in Excel.
yeah,
In
correct.
a similar way, we have different pages in Power BI.
Correct. Because Power BI came from Excel only. So Power BI's background is Excel. So that's why it has the same interface. So like we have different sheets in Excel, in Power BI, we have different pages.
Okay. And also, I is the Tableau online version available for free?
No, nothing is free. We have to have the 14 days ka. You need to activate the 14 days ka trial period in Tableau.
Okay, for the online one also.
Online one also, and desktop one also.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Yeah, you raise your hand.
So Akshay, just want to know, MDX stand for what? Means what is the full form of
I don't know.
MDX? And it is working like same. DAX function is working in Power BI. It is similar
Yeah,
like
it
that.
is exactly same. DAX ka full form I know, it is data analytics expression. MDX, because
Yes.
I use very less Tableau, right? So that's why I'm not aware of, was knowing it, but currently I forgot it. But मैं आपके लिए याद करके बताऊंगा आपको next lecture में.
Please.
Yeah, it is similar to DAX. The functions, formula, everything is similar, but the functions are different. Like for example, in DAX, we have sum, mean, max, average, which is exactly similar to Excel formulas. But in Tableau, we have
Okay.
MDX, they have little bit difference.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Anyone else have any doubt? Or anyone wanted to add anything? No? Should we go ahead? Okay, let's go ahead. Next is Power BI components. Let's discuss different Power BI components. This is something which is always asked in an interview for freshers, for beginners. So if you're going as a fresher in the company, this will be the question which will be compulsory asked in your interview, Power BI components. So because this is something which is very important. So before starting about and talking about Power BI components, let's discuss its history. Okay. So I'll tell you one story. This story is like थोड़ा बहुत exact correct नहीं, थोड़ा बहुत आगे पीछे हो सकता है story में. The story says that like few years back, there were few people, they were a college student. So for their college ka last year project, they created a software, and that software turned out to be the best BI tool. So they created, indirectly, they created a BI tool. Okay. And that BI tool, people started liking that BI tool so much that people started adapting this BI tool, because everyone wanted to convert that data into visual form. So that BI tool started developing so much that everyone started accepting it. Everyone started using that BI tool. And this got, Microsoft got to know about this, and Microsoft also understood that future is all about BI, right? So they also thought to create their own BI tool, because there were a lot of different companies. They were creating their same BI tools like SAP. Then we have ClickView, like different companies are there. Everyone started creating BI tools. So Microsoft thought to create their own BI tool as well. So they had an internal meeting where they decided that instead of creating a new BI tool, why not they have a hero product? Why not add more superpower to that hero product, right? So their hero product was and is Excel. Excel is a tool which is used by everyone, right? Everyone must have used Excel at least once in their lifetime. So Excel was used by everyone, and Excel was loved by everyone. So they thought, why not give BI tools feature, add BI tools feature inside Excel, so that they don't need to launch a new software, and people will start creating BI or visuals, everything inside Excel only, and they don't need to look for a new market for their new software. The people who are already using Excel, they will start creating inside it only. So that was their plan. So what they thought is, because everyone does not want BI features inside Excel, so they created an add-on button inside Excel. If you are an Excel user, you must have saw this button, add-on button. If you click on add-on button, you will see different options available in that list. So whatever option you want, you can click on that list, and you can add that feature inside Excel. So inside Excel, they added all this different features to convert the Excel into BI tool. So what they did, first of all, they created Power Pivot. Earlier, it was with some different name. They after that they converted. After that, they rename all the name into Power, but it was having some different name. And what was the role of Power Pivot was to bring different files inside Excel, adding different files inside Excel, because we have a lot of table. They need to connect all the different table at one place. Then only they can create BI tool. So the job of Power Pivot was adding tables, or we can say extracting table and creating relationship between the table, because you connect all the tables together, then you need to build the relationship between that table. So that's the reason people were going to Excel, installing Power Pivot, and they were adding different tables inside Excel and building relationship between them. That was the job role of Power Pivot. Then they thought they want to create a report. For that, they created Power View. Inside Power View, you can build reports. Okay. Then they thought we need to do a lot of calculations in Excel, and doing calculation and writing formula in Excel is not something which people love. So that's why they created a Power Query. So Power Query is an advanced form of Excel. There you don't need to write the formulas. Every option is available at the toolbar. You just need to click on that option, and that function will get generated, or that function will be written at the back end, and you will see the output. So they created Power Query to clean the data. So they created report for the Power BI to build the report, Power Pivot to extract and build the relationship, Power Query for cleaning the things. They also wanted map visual, so they added a map visual inside it. So the map is not Google Map, the map is Binge Map. Okay, so they added that thing. So that is also another component, right? Then they added Power BI service. That means a cloud platform where we can store all our work together. So they added all these components, and the people who are Excel users started installing or started adding all these components inside Excel, and started converting their Excel file into BI report. But what happened is, the major drawback of Excel is it gets hangs once you have used data. So whenever they started adding all these features in Excel got so heavy that they were not able to perform their operation. So that's why people were not happy using Excel for BI tool. They were shifting to other BI tool. So that time they again Microsoft have an internal discussion. And what they did is they combine all the components into one component. So they built few more components like Power BI Desktop, a place where you can combine all the components. Like Excel was a place where they were adding all the components. So as a replica of Excel, they created Power BI Desktop where they can add all the components. So they created that thing and they added all the components inside it and they named that thing as Power BI. And then they changed the name and they added power everyone to each and every component. But earlier the name was different. Even the Power BI name was different. It was named by some person who created that thing. But later on, they changed the name to Power BI Desktop, Power Query, etc., etc. And that's how Power BI came in market. Okay, so you will never notice that this whenever you will use Power BI, you will never notice we have different components inside it, because everything is very smooth, because you don't need to install it, you don't need to add it. It is everything is already available and everything works very smooth. But still, this interview asks question and everyone asks this question. So that's why I just to make you understand, I have divided all the stuff into different things. So we have already installed Power BI yesterday. If you have not installed it, try to install it today, because from tomorrow we are doing practical stuff. And if you're not able to install it, then after 10 p.m. or once the class gets over, then we'll sit together and I want you to share your screen and show me why it is not able to install. But yeah, this is about our Power BI file. Okay, this is called Power BI. Okay, we'll discuss each and everything in detail afterwards. Just coming to the topic. So this is called Power BI Desktop. The first component, which was Power BI Desktop, this is called Power BI Desktop, right? What was the second component? Anyone remember?
Power Query.
Correct, Power Query. If you want to see Power Query, so you need to go to Home tab. Inside Home tab, can you see Transform Data? Click on Transform Data and you will see Power Query will open in front of you. So this is Power Query, which look like Excel. Can you see the spreadsheet? So Power Query is look like Excel and it is different than Power BI. I'll just minimize it. So you can see Power BI Desktop is different and Power Query is different. This is Power Query and this one is Power BI Desktop. So this was the another component which was Power Query. And what is the job role of Power Query? To clean the data. Okay, so we'll see how to clean the data afterwards. So this is what Power Query is. What was the third component? Power Pivot. In Power Pivot, we add tables, right? So Power Pivot is where, can you see this get data? This get data is called extract tool, which helps you to extract the data. So this is Power Pivot. So if you click on get data, you will see this get data option will come up. And here you have all the data sources available inside Power BI. So we have 180 plus data sources. I have never count, but if you guys have time, you can count this and let me know whether we have 180 or less or more than that. Okay, so you whatever data source you want to connect, just select the data source and select the file. Suppose I want to connect SQL, I'll click on SQL and then I need to bring the SQL file inside it. If I want to connect Teradata, SAP, Amazon Redshift, or whatever the data source is, search the data or find from here and double click on it and that data source will get added inside Power BI. Okay, this is called extract, or basically this is called Power Pivot. Even we have data modeling. I'll go to this third option. I'll show you how to open it after this. Here, if you see carefully, we have a lot of different tables. So we have these are all the tables. One is calendar, second is customer table, third is employee table, fourth is location table, fifth is product table, sixth is return table, then we have sales table. So we have a lot of tables. And because all the tables are independent, so we want something to connect this table together. So can you see this line? These lines are called relationship between the table. So we can see the tables are connected with two tables are connected with each other by using relationship. I'll teach you how to do this. But for now, this is called data modeling. This is called relationship building. And this is also part of Power Pivot. So Power Pivot have get data and this section. Okay. Then we have Power View where we build the report. So this is our report. And we build this report on this canvas. This can you see this blue color ka thing? This background. This is called canvas where we can create the report. This is called visual pane where we have all the visuals. So these are the 30 visuals which I was talking about. All the 30 visuals are available here. And these are the datas. You can connect the data and connect the visual and create report over here. Okay. So this is called report, and this view is called Power View because here we can build the report. So this section, this entire section is called Power View. Okay. Then we have map. So can you see this map? This is called power map because we are using, you can see Microsoft Binge map. So this is called power map. Okay. And then the next feature is Power BI service. If you guys remember, yesterday I have already shown you Power BI service. But if you didn't remember, no problem. I'll show you how to, what is Power BI service again. On Google, I'm searching Power BI service. And you can see we have Power BI service over here. So here I have all my reports saved. So all these are my reports. So Power BI is a place where we store all our work. Okay. So Power BI service is the next component. Then we have Power BI mobile. So it is an application which you download in your mobile phone and where you can see the report, right? Then we have Power Q&A. It is like Chat GPT inside Power BI. Okay. So you just need to double click on screen and you will see this Q&A option will come up. And here you can ask any question which is related to the data set and you'll get that visual. Like it also has some suggestions. Like for example, I want to know total customers. So I'll just type total customers and hit enter. You will see we have 18,000 total customers. So it is like Chat GPT inside Q&A, but it only supports the data set which we have added inside Power BI. Okay. And if you're happy with this visual, if you want to convert this visual, click on this button and you have a visual now ready in front of you. Okay. I'll teach you how to work with Power Q&A as well. Don't worry about it. Then we have Power BI mobile, which we have already saw. Power service. Yeah. So I think everything is done. Power BI Desktop, Power Query, Power Pivot, Power View, Power Map, Power Q&A, Power BI Service, and Power BI Mobile. These are the components of Power BI. Any doubt in this? Hello.
Akshay, can you show power map again?
Okay. How to create Power Map? Can you see this map ka icon in the visual? We have three map, 1, 2, 3. So these three are called Power Maps. Because map is not a normal visual. If you wanted to add map inside your report, you need to have you need to know about countries, you need to know about state, you need to know about city, etc. And the world is huge, right? So each and every city, each and every country is there. So it is not a chart. It is like when you click on map, Microsoft Binge map is getting connected over here. And by using that, you can see a real time, not real time, we can say, but country, city, state, etc. So I'll show you how to create it. But yeah, just click on the country or continent and you will see all the countries available will get listed in the map. You can increase the size, decrease the size, you can change the color. All the stuff is available. We'll discuss each and everything in detail during a report building stage. Okay, understood?
Okay, noted. Understood.
Okay, anything else? No? Okay, let's go to the next topic. Okay, let's see the building blocks of Power BI. This is also always asked interview question. Earlier was also always asked interview question. And this question is also always asked to the fresher. So if anyone asks what are the building blocks of Power BI, there are 4 building blocks of Power BI. One is data set, second is visualization, third is report, and fourth is dashboard. Okay, so what is data set? Data set is like a collection of data. Okay, let's see. Data set is called as collection of data that Power BI uses to create visuals. Like for example, I'll just show you the report. So this is our report. To build this report, you can see there are different pages. These are the pages of Power BI. And on each and every page, we have a lot of visuals. Right? These are visuals on each and every page. Right? So this and collection of all pages is called report. So this is called Power BI report. And in each report, we have multiple pages. We'll discuss this in detail thode der mein when we have a report ka topic. But just explaining you, this is a Power BI thing, Power BI report. And to build this report, I need a data set, right? And what is data set? And all these are table. Can you see? This is a calendar table. Inside calendar table, we have date, day number, month, etc. Then we have customer table. Inside customer table, we have annual income, email address, full name, gender, etc. Then we have employee table. Then we have location table. Then we have product table. Then we have return table. Then we have sales table. So these all are table and collection of all the tables by using which we can create report. That is called data set. Are you guys understanding? Data set is a collection of data that Power BI uses to create its visual. Okay, so it can be one table, it can be multiple table, does not matter. But data set is a collection of multiple tables, we can say. Okay, next is this, because the tables can be from many places. Like I can add customer table from Excel, but maybe product table is in SQL. So I can add SQL table from SQL. Sorry, product table from SQL, right? Maybe employee table is available in Azure. So table might be available in different places. So that is what it is written. You can combine, data set is a combination of many sources, right? Because tables are coming from different places. So data set are also a combination of multiple places. Next we have, it should filter data before bringing into Power BI. Like that means what? If you remember yesterday, we discussed about transform step where we clean the data, right? So earlier in our table, we have 100 columns, but I don't require all the 100 columns. I just require 20 columns. So what I do is I delete 80 columns. So that is called cleaning. So that is what it is saying. You should filter the data or clean the data before bringing the data inside Power BI. Because from clean data only you can create the report, and otherwise there will be mess in the system, right? So that is what it is mentioned. So if anyone asks about data set, you don't need to explain everything. Just explain data set is a combination of data by using which you can create reports or by using which you can create visualization. Okay, coming to the next topic, that is visualization. Second pillar of Power BI is visualization. What is visualization? This one chart. First of all, let's understand what is visualization. So there are different names. Don't get confused. Visualization is also known as visual. So few people call it visualization. Few people call it visuals. Few people call it charts. Few people call it tile. So it has 4 names. It is up to you by which name you can call it, right? Visualization, visuals, and charts are name of reports. Tile, we call it in dashboard. Don't get scared. There's a difference between report and dashboard. We'll see it now. After this, we'll see what is the difference between report and dashboard. But it is same. So can you see this? This small box. This is visual. This is second visual. This is third visual. This is fourth visual. So one chart or one tile or one visual or one visualization is called visual. Are you understanding, guys?
Yes.
When we'll see practically, that time things will be more clear, right? Don't worry. It's just a theory. Even if you don't understand, no problem. While doing practical stuff, you guys will understand this. So visual means this one. This thing is called visual. That is called visualization. Next is called report. What is report? Report is a collection of multiple visuals. Collection of multiple or more than one visuals. That means what? If you go back.
मुझे तो कुछ भी नहीं खाना, मेरा पेट भरा हुआ है.
Okay, मत खाओ, ठीक है.
Already 5:30 बजे खाना खाया, आप क्या खाएंगे रात में?
Priyanka, put yourself on mute. Okay, so I was saying, okay, so we have visuals. So these are the visuals. Visual second, and collection of all the visuals is called report. So this is report. Why? Because it is of multiple visuals. Okay, so this is also a report. If you see, this is first visual, this is second visual, this is third visual, this is fourth visual, this is fifth visual. So collection of multiple visual is called report. Okay, and you can see this is Power BI desktop, because there is visual panel, there is data set, etc., etc. And if you see carefully, we also have number of pages. This is first page, this is second page, third page, fourth page, fifth page, and we also have plus button. If you click on plus button, you can create new pages. So we can say report is a collection of multiple visual, and report is also a collection of multiple pages. Okay, are you guys understanding this? No problem, Priyanka.
Yes.
Okay, next is
Yeah.
dashboard. Let's see what is dashboard. Fourth pillar of Power BI is dashboard. So now what is dashboard? To make you understand the difference between report, because report and dashboard both look very similar. So people get confused between report and dashboard. So to explain what is dashboard, let's see the difference between report and dashboard. That after the difference of report and dashboard, you will understand what is exactly dashboard and what is exactly report. Okay. The first and the major difference is reports are the collection of, you can also write this point or else you can take the screenshot. Reports are the collection of multiple visuals from data set, right? So reports are the collection of multiple visuals from data set. What is dashboard? Dashboards, iska thoda bahut definition is exactly same. That's why people get confused. Dashboard is the collection of multiple visuals. तो यहां तक सब कुछ सेम है. From यहां तक सब कुछ सेम है. The difference is from here. So dashboard is a collection of multiple visuals from report. So can anyone tell me what is the difference between report and dashboard? जो ये वैसा ही है कि अंडा पहले आया मुर्गी, it is similar to that, but no, it is not that confusing. First we create report and from report we create dashboard. Okay, so like in Tableau, we have one page for one visual, second page for second visual, third page for third visual, and at the end of the day, we combine all the visual into one dashboard like this. It is available in Tableau, but in Power BI, we have one page where we can add multiple visuals. Second page, again multiple visuals. Third page, again multiple visuals. You can create unlimited pages. There is no limit to it. But at the end of the day, what we do is we see which one is important visual to you. So this one is important. Pull this visual inside here and put over here. Now this visual is important. Pull this visual, put over here. This visual is important. Pull this visual, put here. This visual is also important. Pull here. This visual is also important. Pull here. All right. So dashboard is a collection of multiple visuals, not multiple, important visuals. Collection of important visuals from report. So whichever visuals you think are important, we bring that visual inside a dashboard. समझ में आ रहा है कुछ? Are you guys understanding? That's good.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's see the second point ताकि आपको और better समझ में आए. What is the major difference? हम लोग report क्यों बनाते हैं और dashboard क्यों बनाते हैं? ठीक है, उसको समझने के लिए let's understand the second point. So the second point is reports are of multiple pages or many pages. Dashboard is only of one page. तो ये आप multiple page, आप जितने चाहे उतने pages you can add in it. 1, 2, 3, 100. There is no limit to it. Reports are a collection of multiple pages, but dashboard is only of one page. Abhi there is a difference over here. Report has a fixed size. So if you have this size, the report is of fixed size. You can't add, jitna visual add kar sakte, you can add those visuals inside it, right? Suppose if you can add 10 visuals, so it will not increase or the size will not decrease. How many visuals you think you can add that many visuals inside it, but the size will be fixed. But dashboard is not like that. Dashboard is only a one page, but as soon as you add visuals inside it, the height of the dashboard will get increasing. So there is no fixed size. But report is of fixed size, whereas dashboard is of no fixed size. So we can say it has fixed size, no fixed size. Because as soon as you add visuals, it keep on increasing. It is only a one page, but it will keep on increasing. So this is the first difference. Second difference. Let's see the third difference. Reports are created in Power BI desktop, whereas dashboard is created inside Power BI service. So first of all, you create report in Power BI desktop, then you publish that report into Power BI service, and in Power BI service, you create dashboard. Okay. Next difference is for whom we create this thing. Let's see that. We create reports. Reports are created for everyone. So whether you are manager, whether your clerk, whether accountant is there, whether director is there, everyone can use the report. So reports are created for everyone. Whereas dashboard is created for few people, or we can say high or senior level people, basically. Senior level people. That means what? Investor, founder, etc., etc. Let's understand this. Suppose I have a report of, let's say, in one page, I have 5 visuals and I have total 10 pages in report. So total kitna visual ho gaya? How many visuals I'll have? In my Power BI report, I have 10 pages. Each page have 5 visuals. So it is very simple calculation. That means I have total 50 visuals, right? So that means what? Your report will give you in-depth information of the business. But suppose I have a founder or investor in the company. He does not want to see the in-depth information of the business. He just want to see profit and loss. That's it. He just want to see some important points about the business. So what we do is, from this 50 visuals, we pull 5-6 visuals and create a dashboard out of it. So that's why I said it is a collection of important visuals. So basically a report is the in-depth information of your business, whereas dashboard is a summary of your business. Are you understanding, guys?
Yes.
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 It is always asked in interview, whether you are fresher or you are expert. This question is always asked, right? So we can say report is the in-depth information about your business. Sorry for my handwriting. I want to become a doctor in my childhood. That's why my handwriting is like this. Dashboard is, we can say, it is like a summary of your business. Okay, so this is major difference between report and dashboard. So that means what? If you see 95% of time we only create report. That's it. 95% time we only create report. But few time, let's say 5 to 10% of time only we create dashboard. That means what? First we create report and we share with the client. Client is happy, our work is done. Suppose now client says, convert this report to dashboard, or in this report I have a lot of visuals. I just want 4 or 5 visuals inside my dashboard. So for that time, we just drag and drop the important visuals from report into dashboard, and only at that time we create the dashboard. So every time we'll be creating report, but dashboard will be creating only 1 or twice. That's it. So in my 6 years of career, I have created dashboard only 2 times. That's it. I have created more than 50 projects till now, but in this 50 project, only twice I have created dashboard. All the remaining 48 projects were only reports, right? Because people are not aware of this 2 term, report and dashboard. They think report and dashboard both are same, but only a person who is well versed with the Power BI, or who is very good Power BI developer, that person only knows the difference between report and dashboard. A report is something which is created in Power BI desktop. It is a collection of all the data, or it is a collection of each and every collection of multiple visuals inside your data set, whereas dashboard is important visuals. That's it. Okay. So agar aap log bhi kabhi and they want to export Excel, yeah, and then they want to export into Excel, correct? Yeah, that is okay, leave it. Coming back to topic. So yeah, so report is something which is in-depth information, whereas dashboard is something which is summary of your business. And we always only create report and share with the client. If client says that convert this into dashboard, then only we'll be doing it. Otherwise, we'll not do it. Okay, that's it about report and dashboard. I think you now have understood about report and dashboard both. So अगर किसी को कुछ doubt है, or else if anyone wanted to add anything, please let me know now.
So Akshay, you said that you have made 2 dashboards in your among your 48 projects. So were you also refreshing the dashboards from time to time, or was it like one time make only?
No, it is one time make only, because the visuals we create in report, we also create one time only, right? Once the report has been approved, then we don't add any other visual. If they wanted to add any other visual, then it is again the new project gets started. It is like that. Project 2.0, we call it, right? So dashboard also it is time created, and the data gets changed. Report or dashboard does not change, because data gets added, right? Data gets refreshed. Report and dashboard are as it is. So the values will automatically get changed when you refresh the data inside dashboard and report.
Okay, so just you have to refresh the dashboard or that particular report, and
Yeah.
That is
So
it.
that means what? We only refresh the data set, which we saw over here.
Right.
This thing, we only refresh the data set. There is a data set is also getting added inside Power BI when you add your report.
Right.
So you just need to click on refresh button in the data set. Your data set will get refreshed and automatically you will see the new values in your report.
Got it. So are we linking the data set source file to refresh the data set inside
Yeah,
Power
yeah,
BI?
we'll be linking that. Yeah, we link this
Oh,
thing in Power BI service.
okay, okay.
For the people who didn't understand this conversion, don't worry, इसको दिमाग से निकाल दो, ज़्यादा मत पढ़ो. इसके बारे में अपन पढ़ेंगे during Power BI service topic. We'll be learning all this refresh and all the stuff during Power BI service topic. We'll go step by step. Otherwise, you'll get confused. Okay.
Akshay, sorry to disturb. I wanted to ask about the Power BI component pathway once again.
Power BI component once again.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll discuss after completing this session. So the people who
No, I
already
want to see only the pathway. Like you have shown
Okay.
that where exactly it is.
Acha, ye.
So if you can show that once again.
This one. Which one? This one, or you want to see where it is stored in Power BI?
All 8 components. I want to see again where exactly I can see it.
Where exactly it is located in Power BI?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So this is Power BI desktop, the first component. Okay. Are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here only.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is Power BI desktop, the first component. This section is called Power View, where we build the report. This is our second component, Power View.
Okay.
Here, this is the get data, and this is data modeling. So this is our third component, which is a Power Pivot, get data, and this. Next, we have transform data. If you click on transform data, Power Query comes up. So this is our fourth component, which is Power Query. Okay. Next one is Power Q&A, which is like a chat GPT. If you double click on screen, you will see this Q&A.
Okay.
Right. This is our next component. And seventh was Power BI service, which you need to go to Google and search Power BI service.
Okay.
And you will see the sixth component, which is Power BI service over here. Sorry, seventh component. And eighth component is Power BI mobile, which you download in your mobile phone. It's an Android or iOS application. You download that and you log in with the same email address which you log in from Power BI service. And you will see this report inside your mobile phone. That is the only difference.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Power component is done. Building blocks is done. Report versus dashboard is done. Always ask an interview, guys. Very important topic. Next is Power BI view. Let's see what are the different three views in Power BI. First view is report view, data view, and model view. Recently, 2 months back, they changed the name of data view to table view. But still, I've kept data view over here because this term was named for 8 years. So 8 saal se people were calling it data view. Suddenly, 2 months back, they changed it to table view. So still, there are a lot of people who will call it data view only, right? Because it will take time to adapt, right? So suppose you join any organization and if anyone say what is data view, so you should not get confused ki Akshay ne sikhaya nahi tha, right? So data view and table view both are one and the same. So there are three views: report view, data view, and model view. Let's see which are these three views in Power BI. I'm opening my Power BI desktop. Can you see these three icons in the left hand side of the screen? Yes.
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 So the first view, if you put your cursor, this is called report view, where we build the report. Right. So this is our report. We build a report view, create a new page and add charts. And this is how you can build the report inside this report view. Okay. You can just drag and drop, increase the size, decrease the size, etc. etc. This is called report view. Second view is data view, because I need to put some data inside this chart, but I don't know which data. We have data in the right hand side of the screen. This is the data, but I can only see the table name and I can only see the column name, but I want to see the rows. To see the row, you need to go to table view or data view, whatever you call, click on it. And here you can see the data. That means here you can see the row. So click on the table and the table will appear over here. So if I click on sales table, you will see we have order date, we have order number, quantity, unit price, unit selling price, etc. etc. If you click on calendar, we have date, we have year, we have quarter, we have month, etc. etc. So here you can see the data and then you can go back to report view and bring that data inside the visual. So this is the report view, this is data view. And third one is most important, model view, where we build relationship between the data. We'll see all these three views in detail. Don't worry. Just giving you overview now. So these are the views. I hope it's clear. Let's go to the next.
Power view is same as report view, and right?
No. Power view. Yeah, power view is same as report view. We don't call it power view anymore because it is a component.
Right.
It is merged inside the Power BI desktop. It is made called as report view, basically.
Okay. And also, whatever functions or whatever activities we can do in data view, are all those activities also possible to do in Power Query?
No, only you can do the activities in Power Query. Table view is only for viewing purpose. There you can't do any activity.
But we can create measures and all those things.
Yeah,
no, in
measures and all
data
the
view?
stuff you can create in Power BI desktop. Measures you can't create in Power Query. Measures are different and data
Okay.
cleaning is different. In table view,
Oh,
this is called table view, where you can only view the data. That means only you can see the data, only see the table. But suppose you want to clean the table, suppose you want to delete this email address, or suppose you want to change the currency of this, right? Rupees to dollar or anything. Or suppose you want to divide the full name into 3 columns, basically. So for that, you need to go
right.
to home, click on transform data. That means go to Power Query. And inside Power Query, you do the operation.
Okay. Got it.
And table view is only for viewing purpose. And of course, for DAX. We'll be discussing this in advance afterwards. Let's go to the next topic. The last topic of Power BI theory, right? This is Power BI flow. This is something which is created by me. So I'm not sure you will find this anywhere on internet. So I'm not 100% sure about this, but from last 6 years, I'm using this and I'm teaching this to all the students, and all my students are using this to create the dashboard. It is like, if you remember 5 steps, do you remember guys, 5 steps in Power BI or 5 steps in BI? Can you tell me the 5 steps? देखते हैं कितने लोग को याद है. I don't want to call anyone's name, but if you be quiet, I need to call you by your name.
It's collecting data.
That is the second step.
Yeah, sorry. We need to find out what we need.
Yeah, the first
and
step.
then then we need to collect data from different sources.
Correct.
Then we need to analyze and whatever the cleaning needs to be done of the raw data, which we have collected. And then we need to create reports and visuals based on that. And then we need to share to someone who needs it.
The decision maker. Correct. Very good. So these are the 5 steps. So what I did is I divided this five steps into 12 steps, because it is very basic. It is very overview that find the need, collect the data, analyze it, visualize it, and share it. Right. What I wanted, because a lot of my students are there, they ask me, Akshay, give me the proper roadmap to create the dashboard. Give me proper things which I'll follow and I'll create the dashboard. So what I did is I converted this 5 steps into 12 steps. So if you follow these 12 steps properly, without skipping anything, you will convert your data into dashboard. Okay, let's see this 12 steps properly. The first step is same, which was need. So here also we have the first step, that is study the data. Okay, find the need. What we do over here. So this step, the first step is done in the database or the data source, wherever your data is located. Suppose your data is located in Excel, you open the Excel and study the data in Excel, right? If you have your data in SQL, you open your SQL and study the data in SQL. So wherever your data is stored, you open that data source and there you need to study the data. This is something before adding the data inside Power BI. Okay, this is what the study of data is. And what we do over here, we find the requirement, what exactly we want to create. We study the data, we find the requirement. We basically find 4 Ws. What is the data, where the data is stored, for whom we are creating this project, and why we are doing this. So we find this 4 Ws, we find the location of data, we find the requirement, and we study the data properly. We find the primary key, we find the foreign key, right? We understand each and every segment of the data. And once you are confident with the data, right, then we go to the next step. So basically, to study the data, I saw people hardly spend 5 minutes, right? As soon as they get the data, they directly jump to Power BI. That is wrong. In study the data, you need to spend hours and hours, because if you understand the data properly, then only you can create the visual. Otherwise, it is very difficult to create the visual. So if you're working on a huge project with GBs and GBs of data, that time we spend 1 or 2 days only to study the data. Okay, so you need to take stand in front of your manager to ask for time to study the data. They will say कि उसमें क्या है, एक meeting client के साथ करवा देंगे, we'll just have one meeting with client and client will introduce you to the data and you start working on it. No, that is not the right way of working. You need to you need to ask a lot of questions to client, right? You need to prepare notes, right? You need to understand it, record the meeting, listen that meeting again and again, right? Ask questions again to the client, and then before jumping to the next process, make sure you understand everything properly. So that is your first step. Number one step, study the data properly. Then we have second step, that is collecting the data, which is also known as extract. So that is what step 2 is. And do you guys remember ETL, extract, transform, load? So we do second, third, and fourth step because this is the ETL thing. We do this step in Power Query. First step we do in database or data source. Second, third, fourth step we do in Power Query. That means we open Power BI, and inside Power BI we go to Power Query, and there we do all this operation. So second step is extract the data. Extract matlab kya? Collecting the data. Because our data is stored in multiple different places, so we bring all the data at one place. That is called extract. So the output of extract will be what? Raw data. Right?
Collection of data from multiple sources.
Yeah, this is collection of data from multiple sources, which is raw data. Then what we do is we bring this raw data into transform, that is also called as analyze. Step number 3, analyze, where we clean the data. So transform is nothing but cleaning the data. So the output of transform data will be what? Structured data or organized data. Why? Earlier the data was not structured, it was semi-structured, or it was unstructured, it was unclean, it was unorganized data. We clean it properly and we structured it so that we can create visual out of it. So the third step is cleaning, very important. Cleaning में क्या क्या आएगा? Removing unwanted columns, removing unwanted rows, giving the data types, correcting the data types, adding few more columns inside the data, right? Dividing the column into multiple things, dividing the table into multiple table, combining the table into one table. All these are cleaning stuff. It depends upon your requirement. Basically, you need to understand the requirement, and as per requirement, you need to clean the data. So that's why requirement is very important. Once you clean the data, you have a structured data properly. So now you want to save the data inside Power BI desktop. So that is what load is. Saving all your work inside Power BI. So first, second, third, fourth, these are the 4 steps we do in Power Query. Then the remaining step we do in Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop. The 5th step is data modeling. Inside data modeling, what we do? Suppose now, let's take an example. Once we, when I load the data, so I collected the data. Let's say I collected 5 tables. Table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I clean the data and when I load the data, so now I have 5 tables with me. All these 5 tables are independent, right? I want to create a visual from all the tables by combining all the tables together. So it is like all the tables are unknown to each other, right? Like you guys, everyone is unknown to each other, right? So suppose Kalko, if I give you any assignment and if you are not able to do it, then to whom you will ask for help, right? Because you don't know anyone. So asking for help from someone else will be, you will hesitate, right? So that's why on the first day I did introduction, but you guys didn't introduce yourself. It was your bad luck. So now you guys don't know each other. So suppose any XYZ person wanted help from some ABC, so he can't directly ask that person because you are not aware of each other. So uske liye aapko kya karna padega? You need to message in group, or you need to talk with that person, or you can call that person. I'll not suggest you directly call anyone, but at least you can message or something, but it is up to you. आपको थोड़ा बहुत बात करना पड़ेगा. You need to introduce yourself with that person. You need to talk थोड़ा बहुत, and then only you can ask for favor कि मेरे को ये assignment नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, help me, right? Something like that. So that favor or that thing will only be achieved when you have a bond or when you can connect with that person. So that is what relationship building is. You need to set up relationship between the table. Then only one table can ask favor from other table. That is called data modeling. We'll discuss data modeling in depth. Don't worry. I'm just giving you overview now. Okay. That is step number 5. Then once you create the data modeling, then 98% of people, what they do is after data modeling, they directly jump to report building. Directly step number 8, which is wrong. That's why I've created this 12 steps. Suppose if you create data modeling and directly you start report building and you start building the report, and suppose you stuck somewhere, right? So what you will do? You'll not understand what exactly to do, why to write DAX, when to write DAX, right? What will be the next step? This visual is important or not, right? So because you are creating the report properly, you have given the background design, you have spent a lot of days and a lot of hours inside it. Now you created some visual and that visual is not giving you correct result. You go to client and you show that, and that client is not happy with your visual. So your entire week ka jo bhi mehnat tha, because we have a weekly meeting with client. So all your week's effort will get wasted. So before creating a report, what we do is we create rough visual. So rough visual is like a rough idea about your what is going inside your mind, what exactly you will create. So show the rough visual to the client, and if client is happy, you are go to go, you can create the report. But if client is not happy, at least you are not spend a lot of time inside it, right? You can correct on the spot because it's a rough visual. So in the meeting only you can correct the visual, and you can ask, iske jagah pe ye banao to kaisa lagega, right? Suppose instead of this, if I create this, is it making any sense, etc, etc. So this is what creating rough visual is. First benefit. Second benefit of creating rough visual is, suppose we have the requirement here in the step 1, we have a requirement, and suppose the requirement was find total cost price, total revenue, right? Total customer and total profit. So this for the requirement of client. Now in my table, I have customer ka data, I have product ka data, I have cost price, I have selling price. So I can create total cost price, I can create total revenue, I can create total customer, but I can't create total profit. Why? Because total profit does not exist in our table. So when you create rough visual, you will understand when to write DAX function. So maximum people are very scared with DAX. Why? Because they don't understand when to write DAX. Here, indirectly, by creating rough visual, you are telling the the rough visual is telling you, okay, this thing is not achievable by normal, because this thing is not achievable. Why? Because there is no data, and because there is no data, I can't create this. So if I want to create this, I want to create that column, and that column can be created only by writing DAX. So suppose I have cost price, selling price, so I'll write profit equal to selling price minus cost price, that is revenue minus cost price. Okay, so this is what DAX is. समझ में आ रहा है आप लोग को? We have 400 DAX functions, which is 70% of DAX functions are exactly similar to Excel formulas. Don't worry, that means it is not tough. It is not like Python. It is not like Java. It is very, very easy. 1 or 2 lines of statements are there. We can easily learn this. Very, very important part of Power BI. Once you written DAX, so that what you do, you replace your rough visual with DAX, and then in step 8, you build the report. So basically your rough visual has been approved now. So now you create background design, right? Then you add visuals inside it. Then you add features like page navigation button, like drill through, like tooltip, etc, etc. You add all the features inside your report to make it more advanced, to make it more better, basically. Then you publish the report to the client. Sorry, not to the client. You publish the report to the Power BI service so that we can share with client. So this 5 steps are done in Power BI Desktop. Any doubt in this?
No.
Okay, let's go to the next step. Next 3 steps. These next 3 steps are doable in Power BI service. Okay. So abhi, when I publish, when I click on step number 9, that is when I publish the report, now I am into Power BI service, and now I have report with me. So now I have 2 options. Either I can share the report directly with the client, or else if the client is asking, then we can convert the report into dashboard. This is step number 10. We take the important visuals and we create dashboard. So now you have report ready. Now you have dashboard ready. Now, before sharing with the client, you set up refresh and security features. Like for example, client says, every day my data gets changed. So you set up some automatic refresh, because every day you will not go to Power BI and you will not click manually. Ki aaj refresh ho ja, aaj refresh ho ja. You should not do that. You are in holiday, you are not working with a company, you are going to some other company, etc, etc. So we need to set up auto refresh. And that auto refresh and all the stuff is only doable in Power BI service. Okay. And once everything is done, then only you guys share the report with the client. So these are the 12 steps. If you follow these 12 steps properly, your dashboard will be ready. Your report will be ready.